sit there? You sit there. Oh, yeah. Now you can sit here. I don't want to sit there because it's too She has a baby. You want to sit there? You okay there? Você tá bem aí? Tô bem. Eu vou também. Esqueci.
Good evening, everyone. We will now begin the evening service of the Miroku Association headquarters, expressing our gratitude to God and Meishu-sama for blessings and protection received while participating in the construction of paradise on earth. Amatsu-Norito and Miroku prayer, please stand. Maharani comes Marimasu. Kamurogi Kamuromi no Mikoto Mochite. Sumemi Oya Kamu Izani no Mikoto. Tsukushi no Gibuka no Tachi Hana no Odo no Awagi Harani. Isogi Harai Tamo Utoki ni Narimaseru. Arai no kami tachi moro moro no magago to tsumi kegare o. Arai tamae kiyome tamae tomao suko to no yoshio. Amatsu kami kunitsu kami yao yorosu no kami tachi tomoni. Ame no fuji koma no mimi furi tatete. Kikoshi meseto kashiko mi kashiko mimu maosu. Miroku o mikami, mamori tamae saki hae tamae. Miroku o mikami, mamori tamae saki hae tamae. Oshie mi oya mushi no kami, mamori tamae saki hae tamae. Oshie mi oya mushi no kami, mamori tamae saki hae tamae. Kam nagara tamachi hae mase. Kam nagara tamachi hae mase. Great God of light, creator and giver of all life, in accordance with your divine will, the long age of night draws to an end. Your radiant divine light, shining ever more brilliantly, awakens the dawn of the glorious age of light, a time long awaited by all humanity. We thank you for guiding us to your divine plan and for the privilege of channeling and receiving your ray. May our spirits and bodies be illuminated and purified as we live your truth given to us by Meishu-sama. Make us pure and effective instruments of your divine light, so that we may serve you and all those with whom we come in contact. May paradise on earth be realized with health, peace, and prosperity, a reality in our lives. Great God of light, bless and protect us. Radiate our souls with your divine light, so that we may truly become instruments of your great plan. Please be seated. We will now receive group Johrei. May God and Meishu-sama bless you. We will now listen to the teachings of Meishu-sama. Honesty. The world is full of deplorable conditions, all due to the actions of dishonest people. It is within an insincere and dishonest mind that the seeds of all evil are sown, cultivated, and grown. The turmoil that fills the world is caused by the dishonest and deceitful words that people speak. Some people are willing to say or do anything, even if it is dishonest, to attract others to their cause. They believe that a positive and justifies that a positive end justifies a negative means. This is not right, of course. When it comes to God's work, especially, the means we employ should always be honest and above reproach. People ought to become members of our group only because they sincerely believe that what we teach is true and valuable. Once your spiritual body is sufficiently purified and your character refined through the practice of our teachings, eventually you will find it difficult or impossible to tell a lie. Good evening, everyone. Thank you all very much for attending this evening service where we get together and we pray for all our loved ones. We pray for our families. We pray for all our ancestors. We pray for all those connected to each one of us. And we also pray for all those who are going through so much with the COVID-19. And I always remember to appreciate God and Meishu-sama for all the blessings we receive. So we also appreciate for the day we are having. Today we heard a beautiful teaching of Meishu-sama, but we will continue to study the teachings. That for another 3-4 minutes with you, we will study about Johrei. As you know, I've been talking about going back. We are going back to our JIC or Johrei Intensive Care in person here in our Johrei Center, in our Miroku headquarters. So this intensive Johrei, it really helps everyone to receive more Johrei, practice giving and receiving more Johrei, so helping people to go to another level, to purify their spirit and also their physical bodies. It's a very important practice. So it is good to know a little bit more about what Johrei is and what Johrei means. Meishu-sama says that Johrei cleanses and purifies the spirit. It truly is a baptism by fire because the material world is so clouded. Only through Johrei miracles will we realize God's power. Also, in Meishu-sama's poem, he says that purification can best be achieved by channeling God's great light. And Johrei is the lifeline to true salvation. It's that lifeline that we can hold on to it. I've been doing this my whole life. Also, Meishu-sama says it is good, it is God who performs miracles. So even when I channel Johrei, it's not my light, my Johrei, it's not mine, it's God's light. So it is God who performs miracle, not us. When an overwhelming blessing or a wondrous response to a prayer is experienced, the event is generally considered a miracle. Through this kind of action, a person is moved to feel deep, reverent gratitude and a faith so strong, he or she is protected from misfortune. By having such an experience, one learns the priceless value of true faith. So, a single personal experience is worth 100 theories. So, I invite all of you to continue experiencing the light of Johrei, to experience how God works when you receive that invisible energy called Johrei. And to finish, I'd like to present to you this fragment from the teachings of Meishu-sama, one of the teachings that is in here that talks about Johrei, when Meishu-sama says, Johrei is the name given to the access and transmission of spiritual energy or divine light in order to purify a person's spiritual body and awaken one's divine nature. Johrei prepares an individual to pass through the coming critical period, sometimes called the Last Judgment. Now, the power of Johrei varies to some extent with each person. Although all members wear the sacred focal point to channel Johrei, the Ohikari, through which the divine light emanates, when the light of Johrei is transmitted by someone with a deeper spiritual understanding, it is stronger and much more effective. Its effectiveness may change even with the same person from time to time. Now, the Johrei light itself is always powerful to the same degree, but it is influenced by the dedication, sincerity, humility, love, and faith of the giver. So if you have amazing dedication, if you are very sincere, if you're very humble when you do it, and especially you have love for others, the Johrei power is really strong. So the importance of attitude and thoughts during the process cannot be overemphasized. And it is important to be completely at ease with arms and elbow and hand fully relaxed. So when you channel Johrei, you have to relax your elbow, your arms, your elbows, your hands. And your mind should be very peaceful. In a very peaceful state. Try to eliminate all the worries, everything. To be in a peaceful state in order that the flow may not be impeded. And also the way how you handle your sacred focal point, your ohikari, it makes a difference in the effectiveness of the light. Great care must be taken to your ohikari to prevent interference with its vibratory power. So you members of Johrei who have your ohikari and channel Johrei, please take a very good care of your ohikari. Very good care. So with this, I would like to finish our study today and our evening service and inviting you again tomorrow, 10 a.m. we have our morning service and also 6 p.m. service. Sunday, this coming Sunday at 11 a.m., we have our monthly appreciation service. Now, important announcement. Right after the service, we will have our JIC, our Johrei Intensive Care. So we'll be until 1 p.m. So after Johrei, after the service finished, we will all sit and we will channel and receive Johrei to have that moment of light. I'd like to thank you all very much, and you all have a good evening. Thank you very much. And this brings to a conclusion of our service. Thank you everyone for joining us, and have a good evening.